Welcome to the Stealthy Crafter. I'm Jessica, and today we are doing a Wip Chat. If you are new here or you don't know what Wip stands for, it stands for Work in Progress. And what that normally means is that you can bring out your own whip or whatever it is that you guys want to do, be it chores, driving, laying down on the couch, listening along to whatever's been going on in my week or weeks. Hopefully, you guys are doing great today, and we will get started. So, it's been a while again. I'm sorry, guys. I've been really, all over the place, and I hope you guys forgive me. I've been really trying to get on track here. I've been dealing with a lot of issues as of late, and one of the things I mentioned was my kids have been sick a lot lately for the last few weeks, on and off. It's just enough where it disrupts my schedule, and then I get sick, and then once everyone gets better, someone starts rotating in their sickness, and it's just like, and it feels like every time it happens, like on the days where I'm like, okay, the house is settled, I got certain things done, I can sit down, I can do my Whip and Chat, or I can do an unboxing, and one of the kids is like, I don't feel good, mommy, and then it's like, okay, I can't do this, I gotta focus on the kids. And that's part one of everything that's been happening. Before I get through more, and I'm sorry, I probably am going to be all over the place. I'll try not to be, but I'm trying a new company. I did an unboxing on this last year, but I actually had to take it down, due to a lot of people leaving a lot of nasty messages on it, which, I mean, like, I'm not the one that has it was weird. I think I posted this like right before like people were like complaining about the company. So the company is called Uniquely Yours Down Under. Excuse me. And I was just really excited about just unboxing this painting. It's called Stargazing by Josephine Wall, and I got the 60 by 70 version. I'm sorry, excuse me. And I did an unboxing for it, and it exploded compared to the rest of my videos that I had, which I was very shocked. And then like I went on vacation at the same time, and I just started getting like lots of nasty reviews because people were complaining about the company, and for some reason decided to take it out on me. Which was kind of upsetting because I'm not affiliated with anyone. I just buy what I think is interesting, and I just wanted to try it out. And the whole reason why I bought this one last year was like, it was after a Josephine Wall event, and it was from excuse me, it was like from Anxiety Art Adventures. Like, she had a 10% off coupon kind of thing going on, and I'm like, oh, I would love to try that, especially since at the time, I mean, like, it still is at the time, Diamond Art Club announced that they were no longer working with Josephine Wall, and I'm like, I want to do more of her stuff, especially like a couple other things. So I was kind of very nervous about trying other companies with their squares, so I decided to get around and see how it works, and I decided to get a smaller one, like not too small. And I was like, it took a long time for it to get here, which, I wasn't going to gripe or complain. But when it got here, I was so excited. I unboxed it the day before I left for the trip, and then, got it ready to be posted. And then, yeah, it was just like, people were just really upset about basically how long the times were, like how some of the renderings were. I was called a shill. I'm like, I'm just showing what what I bought. I bought this, and I just wanted to show it off to guys. That's what I normally do. Whenever I can afford something, I want I'll buy it and show it to you guys. So it was just like, it was very, I guess it was just my first interaction with with how nasty people could be, and it really made me didn't want to keep going, and I left it there because it wasn't like really bad when I first had it posted. It was just like, I think it was like three months later where it's just like the comments kind of just exploded, and I was like, I'm taking this down. I can't. So that's why that there's no unboxing video. If you guys, I don't know if you guys ever were worried or wondering about that, but yeah, that's why. So, and here's the funny thing. I've been seeing people complain about this company a lot more, and I just decided, well, I wanted to really try it out, especially since around Christmas time, my husband gifted me a gift card for Uniquely Yours, because I mentioned about how much I wanted to work on more Josephine Wall stuff, and like I had like 2 unicorn paintings, 3 actually, and one of them was Autumn, and the other one was like the 3, I think the 3 Graces or the 3 Fates, and then the last one was like Dragon Charmer. I mean, like there were a couple other things because I really love fairies and stuff like that. But I decided to get 2 diamond paintings from them since he gave me a gift card for the area, and yeah, I don't know when they'll appear because it's Chinese New Year, and they are celebrating. Things are closed down for an entire month. It feels like, I think. I mean, like, so I'm not gonna gripe and complain. I got plenty of diamond paintings, but I can understand why people would get upset about stuff like that. But I don't know if I want to unbox those 2 when they do come here, just because of the backlash I got last time, to be honest. Although I really want to when they do. It's going to be months. I already know it. It's going to be months because it's just but it's like whatever, but I'm scared of the backlash, honestly. I'm scared of a lot of stuff. But I guess I went off a little bit off target from what I was going to talk about. But yeah, I wanted to try it out. I wanted to do something, and I wanted to do something purple since, February's coming up, and it's my birthday on the 1st. And I love purple, and I just wanted to do something different, I guess. And I pulled this out, and I'm like, well, I haven't done this, and I've been telling myself I would. I don't know if there's another Josephine Wall event coming up, but if there is, maybe I'll get the 2 that I ordered. I ordered Dragon Charmer and Autumn, by the way, around Christmas time. And if they come when there is a Josephine Wall event, that'd be awesome. If not, oh well, there's always next year. But yeah, it's been a very few rough weeks, and it's gotten rougher since this Saturday, mental health wise and life wise. I've been dealing with a lot of, some of it's imposter syndrome. I don't feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I feel like that all I'm doing is for nothing, even though the fact that I started this whole stuff was because I wanted to work on talking more in public. I wanted to get over my fear of talking on the phone with people, or in general, which is still hard to overcome at times. It takes a lot of energy to do that. And then I got hit with some random flashbacks from when I was younger, and it just kind of put me in a, I don't really want to discuss too much of it because I try to be, as much as I do rant and rave on this channel, I do try to be somewhat bubbly, but I don't want you guys to think that that's all there is. But I got into some dark places in the last few weeks, and it took some time for me to get mostly out of it. I'm still there. My husband's been very kind and helpful with some of the things. And it didn't help that uh, some of the stuff that's been going on. Like also, I was just like with winter, and the cold weather. It's so weird here in the Carolinas area. Like it's winter one day, summer the next, fall another, and then it comes back to winter, which is so true because today it's supposed to be 60 degrees, tomorrow's going to be 61, and then it goes down to freezing rain next week, and it's been like that. It was like one week was like there was 2 days of 30-degree weather, and it was dropping temperatures, and then like literally 2 days after that we hit 72, almost 80, I think. And it was just like it's such a weird turnaround. So it's at the same time it's like it's no wonder my kids are getting sick, but I don't like how the weather changes, and I don't take good care of my body, so my body gets so aggravated a lot, especially around my joints. I have sciatica, which worsened with when I got pregnant with the kids, and did something to my knee when my oldest was just a toddler, before I was even pregnant with the twins. So since then, whenever it gets cold, like even heat bothers it, but whenever it gets cold, my knee locks up, and my hips are in absolute agony. And then like when it's summertime, my knee swells up. So, but I don't know which I prefer, the lockup or the swelling, because both are painful in its own regards. But yeah, I was just like, combined with like how I was feeling, and then like being in pain, and then just I guess getting closer to the fact that my birthday's coming up, and I'm starting to, I don't know, feel my age. I say that as I'm turning 36. I'm still young, but at the same time it's like, oh goodness, another year has passed. What have I done with myself? But yeah, it's just a lot of things that's been going on, and like things that's happened in my life that have traumatized me to where I've been having a lot of nightmares and insomnia, and haven't really slept well. So it just got to the point where I was just like, I didn't feel like doing anything as well. Like I tried, like I said, whenever I had the energy to do it, my kid got sick. Or, I mean, like, kids. Like, one of my kids would just get sick, and then it's just, like, I start cycling into that funk again, and then try again, and then it's, like, it happens all over again. So, I'm glad I'm able to do it today. I want to try and push forward and keep posting. I just don't know how long that is, because right now I've only I have energy to do a certain amount of things, and I'm trying to just focus on what's been going on. We've gotten into something, well, I wouldn't say like horrible this weekend, because it was supposed to be a really cool weekend, and like I said, I'm sorry guys, I'm all over the place. It like this weekend has really shook me up. My oldest, she turned 11 years old, and she wanted to celebrate her birthday with her friends. I guess I could talk about the story before I talk about anything else. We've been because it's just been mostly on my mind since it happened on Saturday night. But so my oldest turned 11 on last Wednesday, and we have a birthday weekend kind of thing. We celebrate usually on the weekends. When they were younger, I celebrated on the actual day, but we still did. I didn't make her a cake on that day. I promised her a birthday cake on the weekend instead. So I spent all Saturday baking her a Minecraft grass block cake, and she decided she wanted to spend time with her friends, and her friend, she wanted to be with her BFF, and I'm like, okay. So we made a outing plan. My husband went to basically take her best friend and her best friend's sister. So came with her best. What's funny is her best friend's her sister has the same birthday as my daughter. So even though she's like a whole, like a whole older teenager. She's like, 4 years older than my daughter. The parents were so nice and said yes, we could take their kids to, take them to putt putt. And then, what we were doing was also take them to the Cheesecake Factory in downtown Charlotte. So I was getting updates all day. I was exhausted because we spent the day cleaning, cooking. I stayed home with Michael and Jana. They were excited about the cake. I was like, I spent ages on the cake, and the funny thing is, my husband had to go to the store that day and had to get, I wanted heavy cream for it, and he said, there's no heavy cream, can I get half and half? I'm like, yeah, sure, because I've been on this kick about trying to make my own creamer lately, because I haven't gotten the flavors that I want, and it feels like that the coffee creamers are slowly decreasing, and I'm like, I need my, I need like hazelnut, or I need peppermint mocha or pumpkin spice, and sorry, so I was like, yeah, more half and half should be fine. It's just going to make the consistency a little bit runnier. But that's fine. Honestly, I should have just switched to milk when I was trying to use the piping tips, because oh my god, that was a pain. But yeah, I was getting updates all day. They left around 1, and I was just getting updates like they were with the putt putt, how much fun they were having. Then they went to the Cheesecake Factory, and I got a message from them saying that it was going to be a 2-hour wait because of how long it was going to be. And I'm like, okay, are you guys going somewhere else? And they're like, nope. Nicole really wanted the Cheesecake Factory, and they were all okay with waiting for 2 hours. I'm like, okay. So even the parents were like, yeah, sure, it's fine. So I was like, okay. And I remember him messaging me at I think like 7:20, saying we're on our way home, see you soon, and I asked him to pick me up a cheesecake and get me some dinner, even though I made pasta. I made baked ziti for Michael, Jana, and and we have like a whole bunch left over. I'm gonna have to throw some in the freezer. And I was so surprised at that day, because Jana actually ate her entire meal, and which is, saying something, because this kid's so picky. She hates sauce, and for some reason love this. I'm like, I should make this more often then. But yeah, I asked him to get me some pasta because I wanted spicy pasta instead. So, and he got me a cheesecake as well. And I was like, okay, please be careful, love you, see you soon, and expecting him to be home by, 8:30 or so. Sorry about sniffling. I don't think I'm ever going to stop having sniffles. But yeah, I get a call, well, not a call, I get a message around 7:50ish saying, we got in an accident, kids are okay, talk to you later. And I was just like, my stomach dropped, because I'm like, and it was so weird, like, I'm like, okay, kids are okay, are you okay? And I'm like trying not to message him, because I know he has to, talk to 911. He has to talk, I don't even know if he called 911 first or whatever. But I was a nervous wreck. I wasn't done with the cake yet at that point, because I was doing a 4-layer cake, and I was just like wanting to surprise Nicole when she got home of it completely done. And I was just like trying to get Michael and Jana that day, getting them ready for bed. And I remember arguing with them, because they wanted to have a sleepover, because Nicole was having a sleepover with her best friend. And I'm like, no sleepover. We don't have a mattress for you guys. Nicole's friend's going to be using that mattress when she comes over. And then they were like, well, why not? And I'm like, because please, guys, please don't argue with me. Sorry. And then after I got that text message, And I was just like, oh gosh, oh god. And I'm like, okay, so about that sleepover, guys. Like, I was just like, let's get them to bed so that way I can properly just melt down without, kids looking at me and going, what's wrong, mommy? Because, I mean, like I said, I've been in a funk, for a while, and that just, oh my gosh, I was like, it it was like I wanted to just like call my neighbors, say, hey, can you watch my kids? I mean, I still have my learners, and I was like, I'm ready to just go and go there. But I was just like, no, I have to stay home, I have to watch the kids, I have to I have to just do something. And I couldn't do something. I spent hours just sitting at my table picking at my nails instead. So I haven't picked my nails in years, and because I've been put nail polish on it, it's just so that way it stopped doing that. And I just started picking at it and just staring at my computer screen, not just waiting for things. And I was on a very limited info diet. I was just getting messages here and there, and I was just a worried wreck. I didn't get really much of anything until my husband was just like, we're on our way home. And yeah, I seen pictures of the car. We're supposed to get our car back today. It's I think it's totaled, honestly. And at this point, after calming down, I'm kind of hoping it is totaled, because I'm scared about like the resale value of it, and like how well it would actually run with the framework and being crumpled on my husband's side. My husband needed my father-in-law, his dad, to actually open the car. He got his dad to come to help take the kids home and everything. And I was just like, I'm just so glad that everyone was okay. And I did not sleep well that night. I was just sorry, guys. Okay. But yeah, everyone's okay. Nicole has a bruise across her chest from where the seatbelt caught her, and she keeps complaining about it. And I understand she's in pain, and I'm just like thinking, you got caught. I'm like, the seatbelt did its job. It kept you in its seat, and I'm just like, I'm so sorry. And then she's like, she's kind of like me in a way, where she starts overthinking things, and she started worrying that she was more hurt than she was. I'm like, no, you're gonna be sore for a while. You're gonna be bruised up for a while, and it's okay. If it does get worse, let me know. We're kept a close eye on her, and she seems okay. Otherwise than the fact that she has a nice bruise on her chest. My husband has a couple of scrapes and bruises, and the airbag deployed on the driver's side, and he's like got a big old scratch and a bruise because he laid on the horn. He told me he laid on the horn. He goes, "What are the things you think about when afterwards? I shouldn't have been laying on the horn." But yeah, I'm really glad they're okay. I'm trying not to get too emotional, and I'm sorry if this upsets some people. I'm trying not to, but yeah, it's funny like how some of the stuff went through my head after everything. I don't know if it's just my brain trying to rationalize it and feel silly, or like go think about the non-important stuff at the moment. Because one of my things was like, we just paid the car. We just started paying the first payment on that car. It was like one thought, and then another thought was just like, like, how am I supposed to start practicing driving in this? My husband was going to start taking me out to practice driving in this. The whole reason we got this car was for me, so I could feel safe driving. And it's just like so many stupid things that started just popping into my head, because the same day I bought 2 diamond paintings. I asked him if it was okay, and he said yeah, it was alright, because like I told you, Diamond Art Club had Roy Trin Mercury, Sailor Scouts, I was like, and I told you, like, if those things came out, I'm going to buy it. And I was just like, can I get this? And he goes, yeah, sure. And I used my $50 coupon, but then I had, like, it was, like, leftover, like, $10 left over plus shipping plus tax. So it was like, I still spent $25 afterwards. And then Craftably had a, like, leftovers of the pre-orders, and they had the last fairy, and they only had 10 in stock. And I'm like, is it okay if I get this too, as a birthday? Wink wink, nudge nudge. And he's like, yeah, sure. And, like, so I bought these two things, and then, like, one of the things in my mind was like, oh god, I gotta go contact customer service and get these things canceled because, oh my god, we're in an accident. I was just like, my brain was just all over the place, just freaking out and not rationalizing things too well, I guess. But my husband told me, don't I dare cancel these paintings, but I was just like, I still have a mind to do so. Well, at least with Craftly, I have half a mind to contact them and cancel it, because I feel so guilty about that. And I'm trying not to, but the guilt is strong, and Nicole's feeling so, like, guilty too, because she's like, she picked the place, and I was, like, very much recommending, like, things for her to eat there, and so I feel like the fault's in mine as well, but he's like, no, it's no one's fault, well, it's to him, except the other driver. They argued with each other whose fault it is, and I guess insurance will find out who it is. But I mean, like, and I'm so mad because there's no cameras. There are cameras, but there were none that were actually active. So we're just waiting on the police report. We're waiting on insurance. We're getting our car towed here today, and it's gonna be another lengthy process of insurance stuff again, and I don't know, I'm like, I just would like to get a little bit of break, because my husband says it's just life, that's just life, but it feels like I get hit. I feel like I'm cursed, and I in turn have cursed my family with it, because it just feels like every single time something nice, something that's seems to make us go get ahead, we get smacked with a curveball, and it just starts. It's now feeling like it's been ramping up every time, like, so it's just like a couple examples, and I know he means well. He's like, it's just life. This is what all humans deal with, but it's just like, yeah, but it seems like we're getting dealt with the worst stick possible. But it's like, one of the things is, I got pregnant with Nicole, and after I had her, my husband lost his job. I got married. A few months later, my husband lost his job. I mean, like, marriage was first, by the way. And let's see. Goodness, there's a lot of other, like, some of it's inconsequential stuff. He got a new job. Our car broke down. Let's see. What else? We moved to this house. And then our mortgage started messing around with us. Like, one of the reasons was just, like, we were so mad with our mortgage, saying that we didn't pay for 11 months, even though we had proof that we paid, and then we had to go into foreclosure because of that. Ugh. That's another story. But let's see, what other things? Let's see. My husband buys a new car. This is all in the same span. Let's see. My husband buys a new car after we got the house. Hello, we already know I'm pregnant, but hello, we now have twins, which isn't horrible at all. But then we had to switch out the car. The new car had to go bye-bye. Things like right now, like the newest thing is like there's talk about promotions and him actually becoming a manager and him getting a little bit of a pay bump, and then bam, this, he gets some good news back in October with his job. Bam, house flood. Goodness, well, the house didn't flood, but I mean, like, ruined our office and our bedroom. It just, I don't know, it just feels like it's a never ending kind of thing. It's like, can you slow down just for a little bit and, let us enjoy and appreciate the nice stuff that we get for once instead of like immediately throwing us a curveball? That's what it feels like. But yeah, I'm trying to deal with it. I'm trying not to focus too much, but it's really hard, guys. It is. Let's see. I guess I should probably stop talking about the whole car accident thing. But Nicole overall had a good time before the whole thing. I got to show her her cake. I tried to at one point after picking my nail polish off. I tried to finish attempting putting the cake together, and my hands were so shaky. I don't feel like I did a good job, but she thinks I did excellent. I'll see it. I'll see if I can post a picture of it in here somewhere. It's my fourth one that I made. I feel like my first attempt was better. Like my first time I ever made it. I had some issues with it. One of it was we didn't have enough sugar. I thought we had sugar, and we didn't. I only had enough for one batch, and I had to ask my neighbor for some extra sugar. And I almost ran out of the non-sweetened chocolate baking powder. So that was another interesting thing. Sorry. So I was just like, can this cake go any worse? Yes, it can. I could not get the color of the grass correct. It would just, no matter how much dye I was putting into it, it just did not want to, it just didn't want to turn a darker green. I was like trying to put a little bit of black to make it darker, put, a little bit of other colors, then, just to make it a deep green, and it wouldn't. I'm just... So I dealt with what I got, and she seems to love it. She likes it a lot. She said it was really tasty. I cut a good part of it yesterday for my neighbors and for her friend's family, and sent it to them. And my in-laws were supposed to be coming today to celebrate her birthday. They were supposed to before all this stuff has happened. So they'll have some of the cake if they want as well. I'm really sorry about sniffling and stuff like that, guys. Let's see. My daughter. So we'll talk a bit about Nicole a bit more. So because I'm really proud of her. I'm proud of all my kids, but she's been having a lot of stuff that's been going on this past few weeks. So she had a spelling bee in her school, and she knew about it for the last few months, and she's been putting it off, and like on studying, and until like it was crunch time, and I've been like, I kind of like quizzed her from time to time, and she's like, "Oh, I studied with my best friend." And I'm like, more like you played outside instead. And it got to one point where my husband made her stay home and just made her focus on studying for a week because it was clear she wasn't doing anything. And sorry guys. And she was a little upset with us, and was like, she wasn't the happiest with our decision. And normally I would let her, drop out, and but some of the things I felt like, I hate saying, she needed to learn a lesson, a tough lesson, like, because we were like, when you do things and you volunteer, you have to follow through it. I'm like, it's one thing if you like volunteered for a sport and you tried it and you decided that it wasn't for you. That's okay. We wouldn't mind taking you out, but you haven't even made an attempt to study, um, or anything, and you love spelling, and we want you to feel some sort of accomplishment. Like, just because something got a little too hard doesn't mean that you need to drop out of it. You can still try your best, and that's all we ask. And then, so she did study, and then the truth of why she's acting like the way she was acting came out the day of the entire uh, of the, why she wasn't doing what she was doing, because I was getting her ready, trying to make her look nice for the spelling bee. We were doing really well, and then she goes, I don't know why I'm even bothered. So and so's just going to win anyway. So and so is this one kid in her class, used to be in her class. He's still in her grade. That has won the spelling bee last year, previously, and when they were in kindergarten together, he won basically the smart kid award type stuff. And even though Nicole's smart, she didn't get like the acknowledgement because he had the highest grades of the class. And it happened again in first grade. Like, he got the acknowledgement for highest grades, and even though she had really high grades, no acknowledgement again until, like, I think, second grade was the whole pandemic starting, and we stayed home, so there was really no awards, so she got lucky with that. And then third grade, he wasn't in her class anymore. He was in a different class, so she got recognized for her achievements and stuff like that. So I was like, this is why. And I'm like, it doesn't matter. Who knows? He might flub up. He might make a mistake. I'm like, that's all we're asking is that you just try. That's all. And she placed 6th, guys. She placed 6th. We are so proud of her. She got 6th place. And yes, the person that she said that was going to win did win. But I'm like, now don't you feel like you did something? You did a good job. And she was so happy about herself. She got mad. I think like it was serum she messed up on. So I was so proud of her. Like, and I told her so. I'm like, you don't have to apply for any other spelling bees if you don't want, but I'm like, I just want you to know that you did a good job. You studied. Look how much your hard work has paid off. And I'm like, and just think how much more, think about how much further you could have gone if you practiced, for the last 3 months, right? I'm like, you did so well, and she did. I'm so proud of her, and she's thinking about if they have it for middle school next year, she might try again. And I'm like, and it doesn't matter. Who cares? I'm like, you're smart in your own right. You've worked on it, Like, there might be a day where he might mess up on something. I'm like, he has, from what I remember, because they were used. So here's the thing. Nicole and him used to be boyfriend and girlfriend back in kindergarten. You know how it is. Those cute little crushes that kids had on each other. And he invited her to his birthday and held her hand. It was so cute from what my husband was telling me back then. He had pictures of them. And she sat at his table and everything like that. And it's kind of funny how they're, now like, meh. But he has, like, from what I remember, he has 4 or 5 older brothers, and they all are like really smart, and they his mom's like, really involved in the schools, and he studies a lot more than what she does. I'm like, so yeah, he has a lot of help. I'm like, you prefer to play more, Minecraft and things like that, and there's nothing wrong with that. I want you guys to have a perfect balance of play time and study time. I'm not going to take away, her Minecraft time just because I feel like she needs to study more. I just also want her to make sure that she's not slacking in her schoolwork, Which is why I'm always like, guys, do your homework first. It's so weird because a lot of kids around here in this neighborhood, they obviously don't do their homework until later on at night. And I'm just very much, we get home, I get snacks or my husband gets snacks, and we sit them down at the table, and I have them start doing their schoolwork. I have them finish up before we do anything else. And then I start making dinner, and they hang out and play on their Switch, or what if sometimes they don't even play on the Switch. The funny thing is, my son, I told you guys, my kids are Minecraft obsessed. The funny thing is, my son hasn't really played Minecraft as much. He's been playing Kirby since we got him that game on Christmas. He's been like obsessed with that, and he's gotten his twin sister Jaina just obsessed. She wants to play it whenever he's not playing it. So, but we had to have a talk about that, because sometimes siblings are allowed to share and stuff like that. I'm like, if he wants to share the game, that's okay, but you have to respect the fact that that is his game. So if he doesn't want to, you have to respect the fact that he wants to play it himself, or he doesn't want you guys to have it. And then I told him, like, it would be nice if you share, but you don't have to. I'm not going to force you. Just be aware that they have the same courtesy. So if there's something that you want to play, but it's theirs, they have the same courtesy to say no to you as well. I tried to do that with them, because when I grew up, I had a couple of games that I was given and I was forced to give up. Like, it wasn't Final Fantasy 14, but it was a different Final Fantasy game that I got as an 18th birthday present. And my dad made me share the game with my sister. I'm like, but this is my 18th birthday present. And then eventually it became her game. I wasn't allowed to play on it anymore because she played on it more. Well, the reason why she played on it more was I was a senior at the time, and I was busy, with all the finals and, getting ready for graduation, and she was just a sophomore, so she had free time with homework, so I didn't have as much free time. I was so mad that he's just like, she can have it. Wait, what? So I try not to do that with my kids. Let's see, what else? A lot has happened, and I really wish I've written down stuff. Let's see, I have another diamond painting I would like to unbox soon. It's a new to me company. Well, I gotten patty wax from them, but I never bought their diamond paintings before. It's from Distracted by Diamonds. There was a bundle sale going on, and I might try and unbox that if I have the time to. I'm kind of cutting it close, honestly, because it's getting closer to the kids are coming home. I'm not going to be able to be in the car anymore. I'm so thankful that we did not sell the second car. I'm so glad that we procrastinated enough for that, because now we still have a car to go get the kids. But Nicole has hit a growth spurt along with Michael, where Nicole has now hit 5 foot exactly, and they can't fit in the car all too well, like with 3 squished sardines. So it has been decided I stay home until we can get another car. So who knows how long that will be. There might be times where it's like we will have to just squeeze in together as a family, but for like most of the days like this, it's just going to be him taking the kids there and back instead. Let's see. I've been doing good and well. I've been playing a bit. That's one of the things, is just like I've been just focusing on getting that stuff done, because I do work with a bunch of people. The whole, like, you make a commitment, you stick to it. I trying to follow that as well, because there's like several people depending on me, to make time for raids or Mythic Plus, and they depend on me to actually, focus up and things like that. So that's what been trying to do. So as much as I've been in this state, I've been trying to at least get that done, and then everything else kind of has fallen to the side. At least the house is now cleaned again, for the most part, for 3 little tornadoes. But yeah, Wild's been doing good. I've got my necklace. I know this might not make much sense. got my necklace up to 418 yesterday. I got in the elemental lariat. I got it at 418 5-star, so pretty proud of myself on that. We've been doing a few Mythic Pluses here and there. I've been trying my best to do well, but I've been feeling a bit useless because I haven't done well with my DPS. My hands have been. I mentioned how my knees and my hips have been in agony. Well, I'm also dealing with other body pains now. My shoulder, my left shoulder to be precise, is I can't lift my shoulder up above my head anymore. It takes time. I have to put heat on it to start doing that. I did something like moving the desk around it for Nicole's desk. I did something to it, and it's just been a complete agony. The bed has not helped at all. And then, like, the way I play now, like, I play a lot harder on my keyboard. My wrists are, like, it feels like I've put too much work onto them. So I don't know if I have to give up playing a rogue now, because the other two rogues in my guild are definitely their playstyle's way better. I used to be really good, and now this is why I'm like feel like I'm so old because they're younger than me, and I just don't feel like I can catch up with them anymore, and I'm feeling that I'm just slowly putting down because I'm not doing the best that I can be in the game anymore. I'm not like, crazy hardcore in the game or anything, but, we still want to get bosses down, and I could be doing better for the year I have, so, and it just makes me feel very useless. I know, it's just a game, but, it's people that I talk to, it's real life people, and these people I formed connections with and became friends with, and, we send each other, gifts and things like that. So, I mean, like, it's not just like, oh, they're internet strangers. They're people that I actually know, even though I'm too embarrassed to do, like, the community get-togethers, they do have, like, little things that they haven't done it since COVID, but they're trying to plan something together this year. I don't know if I'll go. I'm don't like showing people my face, honestly. One of the main reasons why I have a character for my screen instead. That's I just don't like showing what my actual face looks like to people. I think only 1 or 2 people know what I actually look like in the guild. I don't really show what other people, what I look like. I keep that hidden. Let's see. I went to the dentist for a dental cleaning last week. Yeah, actually last week, and it got me in a bigger funk. They said that and I've been trying my best. I really have been with my cleanings and stuff like that. But I'm not doing a good enough job because they scheduled me in for a gingivitis cleaning now. They said the last 3 exams show that it's just my back teeth. It's literally just my back teeth. My front teeth, they're healthy, and I'll do that in quotations. Like it shows that there's like no signs of gingivitis on the front. It's just all my molars where I have crowns and stuff like that. And I use a water pick. I was using floss picks. I was told no longer to use floss picks, to actually use a string floss. So, I mean, I got some recognition. She goes, "We can see that you're doing something, but we need better." So, I felt so embarrassed. So they're scheduling me in for a dental, for a gingivitis cleaning now. So, and that's going to be in a few months. And I'm just like, goodness. One of my teeth that was on the watch list got moved up on priority. because now it's fractured apparently. Like it's just like shows like little stress fractures. Nothing too concerning. They don't want to do anything until my implant is done. I was asked when I was coming back in for a checkup for the implant, and I said next month. I think it's next month, in February. And they're like, okay, so pretty soon you'll be getting the abutment and the crown for it. I'm like, once I get the all cleared, she goes, okay, well, I don't want to do anything with any other teeth until this is done. And I'm like, okay. So, and she's like, everything looks fine for the most part. Nothing's, concerning. Nothing's popping off thing that you need to get it done as a priority. Just, I was told to do saltwater rinses. Ugh, I can't do saltwater rinses, guys. I spent my entire childhood with tonsillitis and strep throat doing saltwater rinses, and now I can't, guys. Like, I will literally, get sick if I tried to do that. I have. It has gotten to the point where that's happened. And I'm like, no, I can't. I really can't. I can't do salt water. Let's see. I had to cut my nails short. I know. Who cares about my nails? I had to go and cut them short. They were really starting to affect. Like my gameplay was one of them, but they were getting close to the to the we're gonna break really soon, and then you're gonna have to fix them anyway territory. So I did that. And let's see what else has happened. Not a whole lot. Jaina has been developing a little bit of an attitude. I don't know what's been going on. We've been trying to get her to open up about what's been going on at school, like if someone's bothering her at school or something. And we're not really getting an answer out of it, and according to her teacher, everything's fine. But she's been kind of slow about getting ready nowadays. Like, she's always been our slowest child. She's always been the one that, will take the longest time for anything. But it seems like it's ramped up quite a bit, honestly. And I wouldn't say I'm concerned, but I am concerned. I'm hoping that, everything's okay and she'll eventually open up to us, and we're keeping an ear out for her. We're just, I'm like, always like, hey, would you like to talk? Would you like to cuddle? But let's see, what else has happened? Oh, I had to get Michael a brand new water bottle, and because he lost his water bottle, he lost it like for a whole week. So I got him one that was a world map. And the funny thing was, on Saturday when we were doing the whole quick cleaning before we would have visitors, he found his space water bottle under the couch. And then comes to find out, this kid has, for the last few weeks, has been just constantly leaving things at school. Like, let's see, he's left his tablet at school 4 separate times in 2 weeks. He's left his cup multiple times. He's forgotten his folder. Jaina has forgotten her jacket. I'm just like, you guys, we have a system here. You gotta remember these things. What's going on? But yeah, that's the forgetfulness has been real strong in this house lately, especially with him. He's extremely forgetful now. I'm just like, Michael, you really gotta remember some of this stuff. Let's see, what else has happened? Not a lot of crazy stuff has gone on since, this. Just the whole normal sickness. We finally got an announcement, like, that norovirus had been going around. Like, oh, that would have been nice to know 2 weeks ago. Because, yeah, my kids got hit with that stomach bug, passed it on to us. Thank you, kids. I'm just hoping it's not like another round of it or anything like that. But yeah, just, it's just been a whole lot of up and down, and I'm sorry that it's not as, things are great. I'm trying to be excited. My husband says he wants to take me out for dinner for my birthday, and I don't know if I really feel like we should go out, to be honest, because of everything that's going on. I don't want to quite spend money, especially since we got to pay these towing fees out of pocket. They said they'll reimburse us for it, but oh my god, it's so expensive. We should have got it towed to our house at first. um, but yeah, I was just like, I don't want to really spend too much more, because my husband spent a lot of money for Nicole's birthday. For taking them out to an activity and then to the restaurant, and I'm perfectly happy just staying home. I told him, I'm like, first off, that the whole house with near our anniversary, near my birthday, and I'm like, what's going to happen on your birthday? He goes, don't even joke. I'm like, I'm not joking, I'm being serious. Oh man. One of the things is, like, I guess, like, also, like, how you try to do make humor of the situation. My husband brought me the cheesecake that after all that, he goes, I'm sorry your cheesecake got messed up. I'm like, I don't care about the cheesecake, I care about you, man. I was like hugging on him. He goes, hey, it's shaken, not stirred, just like James Bond's favorite drink. And I'm like, no. 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 I like a good dad pun. I'm a big fan of dad puns, and I'm going to repeat something that is grown worthy before I end it here, because what he did wasn't as funny. But I heard about this. I may mess it up though. I love dad jokes, even though I'm not a dad. I guess that would make me a faux pas. It's so silly, but it makes me giggle. I love it so much. And I told my husband this, like, once I heard that joke, and he just looked at me and he shook his head. I'm like, no, you're not allowed to shake your head. That's a good one. He goes, yeah, that is. But yeah, like, I guess, I guess we'll wrap it up here. It's been a while since I've done a Wip Chat. My throat's getting a little parched. And I probably should wrap it up so I can start making snacks and stuff before the kids show up. But I hope you guys are having a good day. And if you want to say anything in the comments section, hey, can you give me your favorite dad joke? Cheer me up a little bit. I'm kidding, guys. Anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!